¿Listo?
Listo.
Let's get it then, pues.
Salud.
Vámonos. Salud. Let's go, baby.
Let's get it.
¿Qué onda, mi Cesarín? ¿Cómo estás?
Aquí al millón. Enjoying these kombuchas. I'm a big fan now.
A huevo. We're just really quickly, we're just talking about how Cesar only used to drink like just regular beer before, no? That's what I understood.
Yeah, and
Y ahora ya,
seltzers.
puro pinche kombucha.
Ahorita pura kombucha. It's, I don't know, just the flavor.
That's what hits. And our local Bevmo, this is what they have in cold 6-packs.
Yeah.
That are good. Everything else is like, you know, just the single tall can or like the 4 tall cans, and it's just like
Yeah, no,
a little bit more
these
bang
are
for your
fire.
buck.
We've had a couple other brands, but I don't know. This one, what is it called, David?
June Shine, not a sponsor, but they could be. Hit us up.
Yeah, this
Sí
one's
está
fire.
bueno. Está buena la
Definitely.
cosa.
Está buenita.
Yeah, this one is flavor POG Pog. Ay,
Ay, güey, ¿qué es
yes
eso?
or no? Oh, don't look that up, kids. All right, folks. Welcome back to episode 75 of Goal Sided. I am feeling much better than I did last week. Last week I was hurting.
You were? Even Tuesday you were hurting.
I've been hurting. It's been over 10 days sick now.
Ay, güey. Are you sure you don't got COVID?
No, negative multiple times.
Oh, you tested yourself?
Yeah. Well, my friend did, shout out Mindy. She doesn't listen, but shout out to her. She's a nurse at Stanford.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw her out in public, like just randomly, and she heard me cough, and she's like, "Oh," and she's like, "I've heard that cough recently a lot," and I was like, "What is it?" And she's like, "I don't know. It's not COVID. It's not the flu, but people have like this chesty cough that they can't shake." And she's like, "You'll probably have it for like 2 weeks."
No.
And it's been 10 days, and like it's finally starting to go away. I'm like, ¿Qué pinche brujería haces,
Ay,
cabrona?
güey. ¿Dónde has
No.
estado? A ver, hasta para allá, güey.
I know. No, I'm chilling, güey. Ya tú cálmate también. Ni ha tosido. I probably will pretty soon, but no. I still played on Monday. I coughed my lungs out, but I still played.
Did you guys win?
No, we lost against a really tough team. We were shorthanded.
Otra vez. Chinga. That's like the story of Balls Deep.
Story of balls deep.
Deep. If you guys are hearing this, you guys need to make those Monday games.
Show up, baby. We need you. All right. But jam-packed agenda, folks. A lot of good news, some feel-good news. We'll start right off with that. Some not-so-good news from Angel City players that we'll talk about. A whole bunch of games. We got Champions League this week, so you know we love those weeks. And then we'll bring it on home with what we're watching this weekend. Let's get it, Cesar.
Let's do it, man.
First and foremost, best news of the day, best news of the week of the year, especially for Luis Diaz. His father has been rescued from his kidnappers.
Yeah, it's really good news that happened this morning.
Both Luis Diaz's father and mother were kidnapped. The mother was released pretty quickly. The father took now 2 weeks of being held hostage.
Yeah, Mo. And he played this past week. Like
He missed 1 week because of going back to Colombia, right? He played this past week and he scored.
Yeah, he played like the last 10 minutes, but like I felt like, you know, you're going through that. It's a big effort. It's a big ask for you to, you know, go on there and play.
No, yeah. I mean, you're just mentally taxed, right? Like there's so much going on in your brain. The least you probably can worry about is like kicking that ball in, right?
Yeah.
For some people, maybe it's an additional fuel, right? Maybe it felt great to get out there and then 10 times more to score the goal and show his shirt.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it must have been a roller coaster of emotions for Luis. But it's great that he's home now.
Yeah.
He's with the fam.
Well, I saw the video of him getting off the Jeep and just everybody, the whole family was waiting for him. It's just amazing. I think the United Nations helped facilitate that rescue mission. So shout out to them, man. Like, you know,
shout out to them.
It's really good for Luis.
There was an anecdote that was shared about Roman Abramovich from the ex-Chelsea owner, that there was a player I think it was an African player whose family, somebody got held hostage as well. And that Roman Abramovich like told the player, like, you give me the word and I'll get my people to go and grab your family.
Oh.
I don't know if it's true, but I saw it trending on Twitter that like the people were like, Liverpool ownership needs to be like this right now.
No, I mean, I don't know, man. He's Russian. He may have leverages here and there.
I think they ended up working and getting like pusieron mano de obra para ayudar. I think it actually went through, but no, yeah, just a little story, a little anecdote. But yeah, if you haven't seen or heard of the story of Luis Diaz overall, his life story, look into it. A very small town, like rural, like almost from an indigenous part of Colombia. Luis
I think
Diaz.
he played in indigenous games, right? That they have in Colombia.
Yep, and he was scouted from there to a bigger squad in Colombia, and then came over.
Damn, that's amazing. That's the
crazy.
power of football, man.
That's what it is, man. It's beauty. If you got the talent, you'll make it. So take a look at his story. It's killer. And shout out to his pops for being home now. Lit. Next up, not great news. Complete opposite of how good that news was. Former Angel City and Tigres, the Mexico player, Stefany Ferrer, was caught on video doing the Sieg Heil Nazi salute at a pro-Israel protest, I believe in LA. What the fuck?
That was insane. I just want to emphasize that she is not currently playing for any team.
No, yeah, she's a free agent.
Yeah,
rightfully
ex-Tigres
so.
player as well, and I'm happy that she's actually not. It's a shitty. She literally went to a pro-Israel protest, and she did that salute.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen people everywhere have you have one side, you have another side, right? People are arguing for both sides. But at the end of the day, like, that's completely, I think, like, dehumanizing. It's completely, like, it's out of left field. It's like the worst of the worst that you can do towards a group of people, no matter what you think of the situation. And yeah, it was completely terrible. Immediately went viral. People started calling out who it was.
Her and her boyfriend, because her boyfriend was driving.
And her boyfriend's an ex-semi-pro soccer player.
And they have like a soccer business together of some sort.
Yeah, they tried to, like, I think they train kids in LA, like some form of foundation, but it's probably for profit.
Yeah, and I tried looking their accounts up, and they've all gone shut down. They're not on the internet anymore. Like, everybody shut their web pages down. Rightfully so, man. You're gonna get so much like backlash from this for doing the wrong thing.
Yeah.
And there's no way back from them. I don't know what's going to be of their life. Like, a lot of people are going to know who they are and what they did, and just
why
do business with them.
Nobody's going to want to do business with them. Nobody's going to help, like, especially in a if their business is to be part of the community.
Exactly.
Why would you want them to coach your kid? It's completely terrible. She was the first non-Mexican woman to play on Tigres. So that's, I mean, it was a pretty big deal. I remember when she showed up there. She's Brazilian. But yeah, nobody deserves to be spewed this type of hate.
And I'm happy she's not part of any organization, because this is totally the wrong thing to do.
Yeah, and just a super side note, but completely, like, setting the overall issue aside, I did want to shout out the woman that she was doing the Sieg Heil towards, because she held her composure.
Oh, wow.
And the only thing she said back was, shame on you. And I feel like way bigger person than I. Because if somebody did something that, like, disrespected my core being as much as that salute does to Jewish people, I feel like I wouldn't lost my shit.
Yeah, like, definitely.
Yeah, and I was like, dude, like, my blood is boiling watching the video. Shout out to that lady. Not a shout out at all to Stefany Ferrer. All right, let's bring it back to some positive stuff. We got the big news out of the USL. The USL had a historic deal. They announced that they will be broadcasted over CBS.
Let's go.
Their first television deal, humongous. They were before limited to just ESPN Plus, the application, and I think they had just the championship on ESPN2.
Yeah, for sure on ESPN Plus on the streaming app, I would be watching them. But this is major for the whole USL organization. All of the leagues that they got going on, this just validates what they've been doing for so long, and it's only going to help them grow. They've announced that they're going to stream over or put on TV over 100 games.
That's dope.
Both USL Championship and USL 1 or League 1. And then they're starting up a new women's league as well, so they might get some coverage. If not this year, maybe next year. But, this is amazing for them.
Yeah. For soccer lovers like us, what this means is more footy for us to watch.
Exactly.
And that's beautiful.
Yep.
A lot of us already have the CBS All Access or whatever the hell it is, the Paramount Plus.
Yeah, with Micah and all of them.
Yeah, so if you have Paramount Plus to watch Champions League right now, to watch Europa League, to watch Serie A, to watch the Brazilian league, I believe it's on there. Now you get USL, you get some American footy on there as well. Huge shout out to USL. We're going to be seeing some amazing talent come out of there. Even more now, we get to see it right in front of our eyes on public television.
And if you can, this Sunday, USL Championship Final is going to be Charleston Battery against Phoenix Rising. So it's going to be a great game.